Welcome to this week's live video. As any reader of my newsletter knows, China has long viewed American soybeans as a weapon in its trade war with the US. Somehow, Trump seems to be just realizing that now. Yesterday, Trump wrote on social media that in his upcoming meeting with China's President Xi Jinping, happening in only about 4 weeks, that American soybeans would be a major part of the discussion. Um, he added, quote, "The soybean farmers of our country are being hurt because China is for negotiating reasons only, not buying." And then, quote, "Make soybeans and other row crops great again," he wrote in all caps. Earlier today, Secretary Bessent told, speaking on CNBC, announced that next Tuesday, we should be ready for a big announcement with the White House uh, planning to provide, quote, "substantial support for American farmers in light of China's lack of purchases of American soybeans." He said the White House would be working with the Farm Credit Bureau to make sure that the farmers have what they need for next planting season. He also added that American farmers overwhelmingly voted for Trump in 2024 and said, "We've got their backs," calling them a, quote, "hostage or pawn in the trade negotiations." The reality is China has been diversifying away from its reliance on American soybeans, buying instead from Latin America, mainly Brazilian, also Argentinian soybeans for many years now. Last year, which was supposed to be a decent year for American soybean farmers, of China's total purchases of soybeans, about 20% came from the US. That was less than half the figure. About 41% came from the US back in 2016. In one of the very first issues of Trade War, back in January of 2020, during the first Trump administration and during the first trade war the US had with China, I wrote the following. Another offshoot of the trade war, Brazil is expected to pass the US to become the world's leading soybean producer in the world during the 2019-2020 season. That's what happened. Brazil became the world's largest soybean producer during Trump's first trade war with China. Since then, I have reported on the plight of American soybeans almost a dozen times in my Substack, Trade War, uh, since it was first launched in 2019. You heard it here first. That's it. Tune in next week at the same time on Thursday for live video. Thanks.